Computer commands the fan to turn on, then it'll power the 86, 87, create a magnetic field, and it'll switch over to 87. You know what I'm saying? And then the fan will turn on. And after the car has cooled down, then the computer will know from the ETC sensor that the car has cooled down. Then it'll turn off, and the switch will go back to 87.8. You know, and then the fan will turn off. You know, and then if the temperature goes back up, the ECT, the sensor will say, hey, the temperature's back up. The computer will detect that, and it'll power 85 and 86. It'll create a magnetic field, and it'll turn the switch on to make the fan on, you know?
And so how would you know if it's bad?
How would you know if the relay is bad?
Yeah.
You check the ohms. You check the resistance on 86 and 85. We could do that now.
Yeah, let's do that.
You don't need it, man. You figure it out plainly.
There's numbers there. There's 85 and 86 there. Okay, so we're gonna put it on ohms, which is the resistance. That symbol there represents resistance. And then you're gonna put one lead on one end and the other one on the other end.
That would be 85, 86.
Correct. Then it'll give you, see the resistance value there?
And then, there it is, 92.5.
Yeah. So it depends on the manufacturer. The manufacturer will call the specs. It'll say, okay, the resistance got to be this value. You know, if the manufacturer says sometimes 60 to 90, and you have 100 resistance, the relay's bad. Or if you have below what the specified value is, then the relay's bad.
The starter.
But there's another way to be 100% sure.
Yeah.
And we can't do it now because we need alligator.
The alligator clips?
The alligator clips to go to a battery.
Oh, we can't borrow some from them if they have it?
Receives power from here and sends power to the starter. That's automotive. The car. Normally it's Ford. Ford car.
Yeah, that's a Ford.
Ford.
The brand, the Ford
thing.
Okay.
You know Ford?
Yeah, I have a Ford, but I thought Chevy might, do something like that.
They're a little different.
Chevy has it too.
Oh,
But this one for Ford.
Like,
So Ford right here. That's solenoid. That's the same like the relay. Look here. 30 and that's 87. 30 and 87. So what you need to do, you need to energize this one to connect 30 to 87. How do you energize this one? You need the coil. What's the number on the coil?
86 and 85.
85,
Everybody
86.
agree? Yeah. 86 and 85. 85 and 86 right here, look here. That is one of them. And that is the second one. And it says S on it. So this one and this one. So if we energize this one, you should hear it click. Hopefully this battery is good. So we're gonna do like one like this. Hold it like this. And I'll grab one of these harbor. And then we're gonna connect. If everything's fine, I should hear what? A click coming from here. Ready?
Battery's out.
or a bad solenoid.
Done.
Well, most likely is
How about
the
the battery
battery
that says
is
Ever Smart?
bad.
they make it Ford look bad.
So that is, the ground is 85 or 86, and that is the second one.
Bring all of it.
Can you measure the voltage?
Yeah.
I don't think any of those have the right voltage.
7,
That's bad.
8,
Oh, this one.
6, 3. Anyway, I have one in my office, a big one. But
Fine, but that's the purpose. It has to click the same as using this
Yes.
with the relay.
so the idea is,
5.
so the idea is, guys, that is the same like solenoid. 30, 87. Once you energize the solenoid, it's gonna send power from here to the other side to the starter.
And the energize is instantly, right?
This is electronics. It goes so fast. So if you have 12 volt battery, you should hear click.
30, 87, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, can we measure resistance?
You can measure the resistance.
Internal
Resistance, see if there's
Remember, I think about the resistance. 85, 86, where?
8 right here and 8 here.
Yes, go ahead and measure it.
What's the expectation
okay, hold on,
on the
hold on.
All of them said
resistance?
F on it?
Hold on.
All the
Guys, when you measure like this, that's bad. You have to measure like this. Look at my hand. You have to pinch it in. Pinch it in like this.
Right.
Give it force. Why is oil?
I don't know.
Can you go to
Let me turn it off and turn it back on.
actually, sorry, right here, guys. I was putting right here.
Ah, okay.
Right here.
Oh well.
Can you go to the? Hold on.
Oh, there we go.
I'm sorry. So this is the S. I'm sorry.
So that's the
That's the
86
S. Yeah.
or 85.
So let's find out the resistance. How much is it?
It's
Hold on. Sorry.
three ohms.
3.6.
3.6 ohms.
So I'm sorry, guys. For some reason, I said this is the one because different applications have this one. So I'm trying this one and this one. So let me have the one that.
Oh, that's why. Yeah.
But on the solenoid itself, doesn't say which one's which, does it?
It should say S. I cannot see it, but it should say
Right,
S.
because it's probably worn. All right.
But again, this solenoid, the purpose of it is to send high voltage
amps.
to the
Starter.
To the starter. So,
Right.
And this would be the same process of a relay of a
okay.
of a relay.
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
It gives it more volts then?
That give you more volt, it give you more amps.
Amps.
More current?
From the battery to the starter, huh?
No.
The volt doesn't change. The volt,
The pressure doesn't.
yeah, always 12 volt.
Okay.
What's changed is how much electrons going to the starter.
Flow. Right.
You need more electrons to spin the starter. Yeah, push intensity.
The diode in one direction?
We're not talking about diode.
No. Oh, right. No.
The diode is
Okay.
So this is a car, but so what does the bike use? It's
the
a
bike
relay.
has something similar to the relay. All bikes have what's called starter solenoid and it's located next to the battery. So if we move the seat on any bike has a starter, you will see starter solenoid next to the battery. You cannot miss it.
Can you show us where the rectifier is located on a bike?
The rectifier?
The rectifier, rectifier, the rectifier. Thank you.
Rectifier. It should be on the outside. You should be able to see it. I think you have a rectifier.
We have one spool on this one.
The rectifier.
Oh, that's it. Oh, all right. I was always
Yeah,
wondering what
it's
that
a
was.
small, usually small.
Yeah, it looks like waffle. Where is it?
This little one right here. It looks like a little.
Like a waffle.
Yeah.
That is the starter solenoid.
Starter
Right there.
solenoid.
Right here, starter solenoid. So every time you hit start, you will hear this one makes click. And this one doesn't make click, then you know that this one is bad. And sometimes you need to short circuit these two. When you short circuit these two, then you don't have to do this one here. If you want to test the starter only, you short this one together. You short them with what?
That's a good way
With
to
the fusible wire, the one I
The
told you to
one,
build.
right, the build, right.
If we do that right now, will it cause any problem to the bike?
I want to do right now because we're gonna work on this one in the coming
Later on?
weeks. Yes.
But we might be able. We would do that though.
Yes.
Is this the PC right here? The PCM right here in here?
PCM, that is the ECM. And what can you see?
And the computer.
That's a computer. Normally you will see two hardware. One to collect information from the sensor, and one to give commands out.
So that's not
Input,
ECU?
output.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, so it's called ACM?
Guys, ECM, the same like ECU, the same like PCM. Same.
Oh,
Control
Do
module.
you write them down?
yeah.
ECM, ECU, ECM. ECM, ECU, PCM.
They're all the same thing.
Or computer.
Again, we need to know, read more diagrams
Right.
before we go to the real bike and touch it.
Right.
We have to do that. Again, today is
Check the service manual for
today is
your own bike.
Tuesday.
Right.
Guys, any question, guys? Before I go to another